What did the cast of Spring Awakening say while playing Riichi Mahjong? This hand's fricked, alright, and I'm filled with spite. I can kiss my dealer seat goodbye. Totally fricked, your Suchi had me tricked. My elo goes down, I cry. Maka, 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 maka. Welcome back to... I'm running out of songs! The other day, I saw a tweet that was like, Bruno Mars just announced that he finished his latest album, his first in like a decade. I could have cried tears of joy. No one's making music anymore. There's no more teenage dreams being thrown out into the zeitgeist. I gotta go. You know how thin the middle of the Venn diagram is between people who play Riichi Mahjong, people who are aware of Spring Awakening, and I'm catering to like the thinnest, the saddest little pizza slice available. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. It was 0.05 seconds before he started crashing out in the commentary today. Folks, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. I'm just gonna say this, it's a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. Look, any day where you can narrowly avoid death, oh, that's a beautiful day. We're going back into the Jade Room today, and as we load in, let me just say this. If you like this song or you like this genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Brett writes, we made it through every two-of sentence being Tua. I'm confident we'll make it through the 6-7 references for every 6-7 wait prayer emoji. 14 updates to the left. Reading this comment, genuinely, my real thought reading this comment was, man, this community's been through a lot. like, can I just be real? Y'all deserve better. Like, this is some weird mahjong-based, like, Stockholm. I don't know, but it's just, people are so starved for Riichi Mahjong content that they're willing to put about 6-7 every single hand. I will also say this, like, you know, teachers everywhere, I think, are now like having nightmares about the number 6 and the number 7, right? Like, it's not, hang on, 2, 3, 4 Sanshokler is a possibility with this hand. I think 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence is the most likely. This is the most Riichi Pinfu nothing. I mean, Riichi Pinfu Red 5 dealer C, right? So this is a good, wow, okay, I see you. I absolutely see you. So what am I supposed to cut here? Am I supposed to cut the 2, 3? I mean, I'm never cutting the Red 5. I guess I'm cutting this 3, 4 shape, right? There's nothing really going on over here. Plus, we get the nut draw option, which is if we draw into 4 of characters, it's Riichi Pinfu with a triple-sided banger. Look, I'm sure every single teacher is now like plagued with these horrible visions of like, oh no, what if the next day's worksheet accidentally contains a 6 and a 7, right? And that's awful, and that's gonna make everyone have a big reaction. You want to know who also kind of got caught in the crossfire a little? Riichi Mahjong YouTube commentators, the real backbone of society. Hey, Modified Tube Saga, thank you so much for the follow, even when I'm not streaming. This is unfortunate one. I don't mean that, by the way. Anyway, thank you so much for the kind comment. I also want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Thank you to Ye Old Internet and Charles C for joining the Patreon. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, a shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other goodies, including our Riichi Mahjong strategy guides. Thank you so much for everyone for supporting me. Look, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? The channel has been doing well lately, and it makes me nervous because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. The channel genuinely has been going okay in the last like few weeks, ever since I took a break. I don't know what I did. I don't know if my 6-7 references. Hang on. Oh no, I could deal him with this. Oh no, it's a pawn from a crosslord. I hate that. I think I probably, yeah, I don't think I call Riichi here. Or do I call Riichi here? I mean, they got a really big hand. They have Green Dragon 3-door. It's an 8,000 point banger. It's an 8,000 point slapper. I am just hoping to sneak this dub away from someone. But like, if I call Riichi, am I scared of, like, am I scared? Maybe I should be calling Riichi. East 1, Non-Riichi decision. I maybe just should be calling Riichi here because, like, what tile am I super scared to draw into? I guess like a 5 or an 8 of yes. I guess like a 5 or an 8 of circles. I really wouldn't want to throw. I guess I would throw the 8, but they could always have this number and that number in their hand. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, the channel. I don't mean to toot my own horn because if I did, I'd be like, oh, I've been extra funny lately or something. I don't know. I don't know what's been happening, but people are enjoying it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 shapes in my hand. I mean, the full flush Marty, the half flush Marty does seem okay, right? Plus, if we draw into another East Wind, that's like the holy grail of nut draws, like Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind, half flush. That would feel really good. I don't know. This hand's also a little bit awkward. Maybe I should not have cut that 5. Yeah, that 5 might have been a little too freaky of a cut to throw first thing in the morning. Oh, okay. That's okay. We drew back into it. That's good. I planned that. Yeah, it's not like my Mahjong ability has gotten that much better anyway. I'm trying. Don't get me wrong. I'm still recording this before we get the tutelage of Claire, the president of Riichi Nomi, and Light Pink Yoshi, a same level player. I mean, they're both better than me at Riichi Mahjong. This is before that tutelage, so I don't know. But just thank you for all the support. I sincerely appreciate it. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. I call this horrific Riichi, by the way. The reason I say it's horrific is because we might be waiting on a pair of the 8s and a pair of the Nolan Northwinds, right? Holy frick. Oh, man. Oh. I think I'm just supposed to try to keep the dealer seat right now. Isn't that sad? Isn't it, like, oh, you're gonna love this joke. Yeah, the channel's doing awesome. I wonder why. Deadly Premonition, but if it was about depression, isn't that sad, Zach? That's officially now the most niche thing that I've done ever on this channel. Referencing a Northern Lion playthrough of, and I say Northern Lion affectionately, I just don't want to get too parasocial in the club. Referencing a Northern Lion playthrough of Deadly Premonition, but it's about, oh God, lock in, Yusong, lock in. I'm gonna need you to lock in. It immediately eclipsed the Spring Awakening in terms of like the most niche thing that's ever been happening. Anyway, the point is, thank you. I don't know if it's the 6-7 references have been hitting or whatever, but I'm really glad. I think I just call Riichi here. I think I genuinely just call Riichi. Look, it's not pretty, but it allows us to stay in the dealer seat, right? 9 of circles. At least we get to wait on a terminal tile. 9 of circles might genuinely come out. Only like a freaking bozo would keep a 7-8 shape instead of using the red 5 to make that 5-7 shape. So maybe someone plays a little fast and loose. I don't know what Left Lord is doing. I think this is 13 Orphans, actually. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, I think this is genuinely a 13 Orphans hand. For a minute, for a hot second, I thought it was a flush in the character suit of some kind, but no, I think it's a 13 Orphans attempt. Hopefully they don't get it. And I think they are folding. I think they genuinely are folding. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game? I'm doing okay. Yeah, yesterday night, please hold your applause. Please hold your applause. I ran a little bit. I ran a little bit on a treadmill. And by running, I mean mostly walking. I genuinely mean mostly walking with a little bit of jogging sprinkled into the mix, okay? It was mostly walking. It felt good. I will say now, it does not feel good. My back hurts for some reason. I don't know. I promise my running posture is what I believe to be fairly normal. I guess I'm just like giga old now. I don't know. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be saying that. I still got because it's kind of obnoxious when someone who's only 20 lying about my age, just started at number 26, the Chibli number. You know, it's kind of obnoxious when someone that age is like complaining about getting giga old. Look, I don't know what happened, but like I promise I wasn't running with my back. You know what I mean? I was running with my legs. I was trying to do correct running, but this morning I woke up and I was like, this is obscene. Why does my back hurt of all things? Hey, look, my hand was Riichi only. My hand was literally 1 Han. Riichi only, nothing. So getting 3,000 points for that kind of investment feels great. Didn't even know what the Dora was in that situation, so that's how you knew we were playing fairly confident. Dora is the 3 of bamboo. We can absolutely accept the 3 of bamboo. I had some good motivation though on the treadmill. So like sometimes I don't like it when YouTube, which I realize is the platform that we're currently on, when they try to outrage bait you into watching videos. But here's the thing, feeling that little bit of outrage. Like, for example, yesterday over dinner, I watched a video essay about why everyone in college, Jesus Christ, yeah, because I'm still in college. That's relevant to me, right? And I'm lying about my age, and we can, and everyone can edit the Wikipedia article after this. Why everyone in Hollywood hates James Corden. I believe that was the name of the video essay. It was a great video essay. It was well researched. It was funny. Hang on. Much like the 6-7 jokes that we've been saying. I mean, I cut what? 8 of bamboo followed by 8 of bamboo. And we just go Riichi, Pinfu, 5, 6, 7. No. There's no mixed triple sequence anywhere in this hand, right? We can get a 5, 6, 7 here, but getting a 5, 6, 7, unfortunate numbers. But like getting that in the bamboo suit is a lot harder. 9 of circles, no, not quite my tempo. Genuinely not quite my tempo. This hand has the potential to be really awesome. Riichi, Pinfu, all simples, red 5, Dora. Like that's a really good hand right there. And we're still in the dealer seat. Okay. So a crosslord is going to call Riichi. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that 8 of bamboo is a fairly safe tile. Oh my god. Oh my god, please pass. Ooh, okay. Number 1, huge that passed so I didn't look like a freaking dope. But like number 2, the reason that I cut it is because they had cut a 7 of bamboo early on in their hand. So the way this 8 deals in is if they had a 6, 7, 7 shape and they cut a 7 early. That usually doesn't happen. Oh my god. All simples, red 5. I don't know if I call Riichi here, but it's not like a crosser can play defense, but it's not like I need to call Riichi here. Plus I could draw into 4 of characters, thus upgrading my hand something fierce. All simples, red 5, Dora. I mean, this is not a, oh my god. Pinfu. This is 11,000 points if I run on someone. This is 11,000 points if I run on someone. And then if I call Riichi here, it's 12,000 points. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't think I'm legally allowed to fold here either. This hand is so effing good that I genuinely don't think I'm allowed to fold. In fact, I think my back's going to be sore the next morning, okay? This is how invested I am in this hand right now. I also should say this. We're going a little bit out of order in terms of conversational coherence, but it also does not... The irony was not lost on me, okay? Spring Awakening, to bring it back to the song parody before we bring it back to James Corden, Spring Awakening is a musical about being, like, repressed and, and censored. Remind you of anyone? No, I don't know. I don't think I'm that. Well, repressed probably, but censored? No, I don't think so. Please, I've been in Tenpai for the last 15 years. Call me Anna Kendrick. Last 5 years, call me Anna Kendrick. Please, I'm begging you. This is such a good hand. Please, let me sumo. We have a decent chance to sumo as well, right? 4 tiles and 3 tiles is basically like almost a 6% chance that we get to sumo our tile on any given draw, and we've been in Tenpai for a long time. Hang on, I might fold on this last tile just because it's not, like, if we draw into something dangerous, the juice is not worth the squeeze. Like, I don't want to deal into a crosslord just to be in Tenpai right now. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but I'm hoping to either draw into the tile that we need to win, or a safe tile. That's a safe tile. Right, Lord? Monitor off. Struggling with McDonald's Wi-Fi. They deal in? Okay. A little unfortunate. A crosslord, single tile York in it, but they had 2 Dora in their hand, so I respect the attempt. I'm keeping everyone. Holy frick. Folks, there's a long burp. Excuse me if you heard any of that. That was a little gross. We're keeping everybody in East 1 right now. Everyone's stuck in here with me. Oh my god. And I understand that it's extremely ironic for that being a show about censorship, for me to censor the song, because they don't say fricked. They say a word that starts with F and then goes into the letter U. But it's like the YouTube thing of like, well, I don't want to say a naughty word at the start of the video. What if that gets me in trouble with the robots that are in charge? You know what I mean? So I had to go fricked, and which loses a lot of its emotional punch that happens in the show. Anyway, I was watching over dinner. I was watching a video essay about why everyone in Hollywood hates James Corden. For those of you who don't know, James Corden. This is all alleged, by the way. Okay, this is all alleged. James Corden is a late night talk show host. I don't know if he still does that show. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but maybe he is. And he's known for allegedly being a very rude person, allegedly. To the point where one time there was a Ask Me Anything thread where James Corden, because sometimes celebrities will do Ask Me Anything threads on Reddit, and James Corden did one, and it was just filled with devastating, devastating to him and his PR team, accounts of all the times that James Corden was a huge, a-hole to people in real life. And so it was just examining that. And so that got me riled up. And I was like, oh my God, how could this happen? You know how sometimes it feels good to be mad, which is honestly the thesis of the internet. Which honestly, if that's why you're watching these videos, oh my God, he always folds really good Riichi Mahjong hands. It makes me so steamed. Fair. Honestly, that's why the internet exists. I guess it's very addictive when that happens. So I can understand that. That got me riled up. And then there's on the same channel there was a video essay about hey, this is the downfall of the Ellen DeGeneres show, which I don't know, having a daytime talk show or a talk show in general must turn you into that power must be so toxic. I don't know. It must warp you into a monster, allegedly. Or it's like you were a monster and, you just sought more fame and power. Which is why I'm trying to do Riichi Mahjong content, right? Yeah, this is certainly going to give me mainstream feel. Yeah, not only Riichi Mahjong content, Riichi Mahjong / musical theater content. And so I was watching that on the treadmill. That genuinely made it go by pretty fast. All the walking and the slight jogging. It genuinely did not feel like I was running a lot. I wish. So here's the thing about the treadmill. Is that there's a clock about how that details how long you've been I was gonna say traveling, but you're literally not traveling because you're on a stationary treadmill. Rylord is gonna sumo. This one's gonna hurt. This one's genuinely gonna hurt because we pay out the dealer penalty and they pick up the 2 leftover Riichi sticks and their own Riichi stick from the night before. Okay, this is awful. I pay out $6,000 just for being alive, and now Rylord's in the lead. Okay, fair enough. I thought I was the arch enemy this game, and it turns out it's Rylord the whole time. Whoa! Okay, really good tiles here in the bamboo suit, but the rest of our hand is not looking that amazing. Okay, that's honestly kind of tight, right? Just drawing into another pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. It's not looking bad. You want to know what the nut draw is? I guess the nut draw, 6 of bamboo is good. Another 9 of characters. I guess I wouldn't hate that. But 6 of bamboo is hands down our nut draw. I think that's our primary nut draw, our P and D, if you will. Just to save some time, do a little abbreviation. The treadmill has a clock about how long you've been running. And then occasionally, I want to say this. It's a very not technologically advanced. Hang on. I think I probably have to pawn that, but the rest of my hand, wowie zowie. Okay. Now I can open up my hand with impunity because we're going to get one of these. I don't know which one we're going to get, but we're either going to get Prevalent Wind or we're going to get Green DZ. Green DZ is a little bit unlikely, right? The last copy of the Green Dragon could just be in the dead wall somewhere, so it's not looking amazing. We could accept 8 of Bamboozlers, but I don't really want to do that. I really want to accept 6 of Bamboozlers. I still pawn, by the way, and I think that the 9 of Bamboo is our first cut, hands down. And now what do we do? That's an amazing question. I think what I do, because I want to keep... No. Okay, this is not terrible, right? I can cut Green Dragon followed by Green Dragon, and my hand is still bussin'. My hand is... Dude, I have no idea why the channel's doing well right now. I have no idea. Maybe the collabs? I don't know. Certainly not the phrases that I'm using, right? Anyway, my hand is still bussin', even... Even without this, it's Prevalent Wind, Dora Dora, Red 5. So that's a 4-Han slapper. That's an 8,000 point hand. A lot of 5s are thrown. They could still have a 4-5. That's the most messed up part about all of this, is that it's not guaranteed to be safe. Okay, now they're not waiting with a 4-5. Could they have a 1-2? Yeah, they could have a 1-2. It's not impossible that they're waiting with a 1 and a 2 of circles. They could have a 1 and a 3 of bamboozlers, but you're not waiting with a 3-4. How do I feel about this? I think I'm going to throw this, because, again, my hand is not in Tenpai yet, and I don't think I sacrifice a lot by throwing the 3 of circles. I could also throw a red 5 of bamboo. I know. It's like, Yusong, where is all your value then? Where is any of the value that was once in your hand? I know. But, like, they called Riichi. I'm still 2 tiles away from Tenpai. Oof, baboof. Okay, well, I don't think that they're waiting with a 1-3. If they are, they've ruined my life. But I see 2 copies of the Dora and a red 5 and another red 5. So I don't think that their hand is that valuable, all things considered. I could also throw a 3 of... Could also throw like a 3 of characters. Probably it's okay. They're not waiting with a 4-5. They could be waiting with a 1-2. Again, that's another thing. And it's you know, it's the Riichi tile. So they might be trying to set like an intentional Suji trap or something. They might just be evil with it. That's fricked up. That's genuinely so fricked. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. If I cut this, oh man. Okay, I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. If I draw into 6 of bamboo, I don't think I'm allowed to fold. If I draw into 2 or a 5 of circles, I don't think I'm allowed to fold. But I don't like this situation, because I think my odds of winning are still really, really low when it's all said and done. 1 of characters being safe is huge. That's honestly huge. Please, 5 of circles is safe for Right Lord, by the way. How do I feel about 4 of characters? I think it might be okay, actually. They're not waiting with a 2-3, and a lot of 5s are gone. And by that, I mean all of them. Holy frick, a crossover with a huge assist. All the 5s are gone. So no one's waiting with a 2. They're not waiting with a 2-3. I mean, I'm not going to con this because I don't want to give Right Lord another... I don't want to give Right Lord another chance at Oradora. I understand, like, oh, Yusong, you just get another draw and you can maybe win a little bit faster. I hear you. We're not in Tenpai yet, though. Yusong, that could get you in Tenpai. I think that the juice here is not worth the squeeze. So what do I cut now? I cut. I'm not even in Tenpai right now, so I might as well cut like a safe tile. What I think is a safe tile, or at least it's safe for 2 players. Could still pawn to maybe get into Tenpai, but like this tile is not as safe as some of the other tiles that I was rocking with. Okay, well we didn't give Right Lord what they needed. That feels good. They still do nudge out even further ahead in first place, but we saw it, right? Like our lead in East 1 wasn't infallible either. And now there's Right Lord's leftover Riichi stick. So, we could, the game's not over. Anyway, I was watching, and then I was watching, hang on. The point of the treadmill is that, like, it shows you how long you've been running. And so I was doing this thing where I would run for, like, a few minutes, and then I would walk for a few minutes. But the clock, like, you know how, like, a watched pot never boils, right? It's like, if you watch the time tick up on your treadmill, it feels like you're running for hours and hours and hours. But it would occasionally switch to how many like calories are burned, and it's like every 5 seconds it would switch. And so I was literally the whole time just training my eyes to not look at the clock, because the more you look at the clock, the longer it feels like you're actively moving your bones. And I was trying to unethical life hack this by, like, number 1, using my outrage at figures and entertainment, getting a little too horrific with their power, and 2, I was trying to just like trick my brain into being like, I'm actually not miserably moving my bones and huffing and puffing right now. I'm just watching a video. Did it work? Kind of. it often would switch back. The thing is, it's a pretty in terms of like treadmills, it's a low-tech treadmill. I know it's a privilege to have a treadmill. I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. But like it's you know how treadmills at gyms, they have like a built-in iPad. This does not have any of that. There's no touch screen. There's one USB charging port if you have a device. Okay, hang on. Is this ever all simples? No. This is just Riichi, 1 red 5, and potentially 1 Dora if we draw into the 5 of characters. So that feels pretty good, right? What is our nut draw? I think 7 of characters is our nut draw. That leaves us the most tiles that we could accept to get into Tenpai. A Crosslord pawning the red dragon. And we don't see any copies of the 5 of characters, so it's a little bit spicy. Like, we don't know if they have a really devastating hand, but it's still possible. Okay, well, that's certainly interesting. It's a little bit awkward here. I'm not going to lie to you. But you know what we could do here? If we draw into 4 of circles still, 9 of bamboo followed by 9 of bamboo. A little Tanya magic on top of all of this. Right Lord calls Riichi. Ah, frick. Here we go again. How is my hand looking? It's okay. I really don't want to throw the 9 of bamboo. There's not a lot that feels safe about it, right? We only see 1 copy of the 8, 2 copies of the 8, 1 copy of the 7. Okay, it's a little fricked up. 9 of bamboo would have dealt into a crossword. Our hand was fine. Like, it wasn't completely devoid of you know, value or chutzpah, but like it also just felt too awkward. Not a great hand that we're seeing here either. Okay, we can maybe use the Dora tile. Maybe we get a pure straight in the circle suit, but it's not looking great. We need very, very specific tiles, and keep in mind, it's only a 3% chance that you draw into any specific tile. Like, it's a 3% chance that we draw into the 8 of circles, and that's when none of them are visible. Okay, this is going to be a rough one. Can I tell you what else has been going on in my life? Speaking of unethical life hacks, okay? I figured out how to be productive. I've genuinely figured out how to be productive. Here is my secret. Get hooked on Clover Pit, okay? Clover Pit, oh my god, it has taken over my life. Because I was like, you know, usually some of my best nighttime procrastination, it's my most harmful procrastination, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to bed later, and it's gonna make me sleepier for the next day. And that's you know, it's just like a cascading effect, self-fulfilling prophecy, positive or negative feedback loop. I never know which one is which. The point is, yesterday night, I avoided that because I was like, okay, just finished up this awesome video essay that got me outraged. Hang on. If I brush my teeth really, really fast, and if I shower really, really fast while still making myself clean, I'm not trying to avoid using soap on, behind the ears or anything. But if I do all of this really fast and I don't do any of my nighttime procrastination, I might get to play an hour of Clover Pit later. That's my genuine, I don't know. It's helped. Unfortunately, it's really helped. And so now I'm like, well, I hope this game never ends because this has been really good for my productivity. It's been really nice. Now today I'm like, well, I gotta get my videos done. I gotta make sure I have a really nice stream. I gotta make sure I gotta do all my Riichi Mahjong song parodies. I gotta do that really well because if so, I might be able to sneak in 30 minutes here and there. Clover Pit, folks. I don't know. I don't think any motivational speaker. Who's the famous one? Who's like the famous? It's like Tony Robinson, famous motivational speaker. I don't think Tony Robbins had it a little bit incorrect, but his heart was in the right place. Can I just be real with you? You're not paying me to play this hand. What are you doing with that? You could have accepted. Okay, I thought I dealt in for a second. I was like, that's impossible. You could not get me to play that hand. Just someone else is something better than me. I just know it. Like this hand, 9 discards in. Sometimes you gotta just lay down a hand, 9 discards in, because it's nothing, 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 nothing. Speaking of, this hand is not that good either. Oh my god. What, 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence being the best case scenario? Okay, a random Dora tile is funny, I suppose. What is this hand? 7 pairs? This is fricked up. I don't think Tony Robbins ever went out there and was like, you know when you go through hard times, load up The Binding of Isaac by Edmund McMillan and use that to motivate. No, it's just, truth strength comes from within or something. I don't know. But it's genuinely helped me, and I'm just really scared of the day that I get tired of the game. And then I lose a lot of the source of my motivation. But here's the thing. One of the most important things that I've learned in therapy is that you gotta do nice things for yourself. You gotta find games that you actually enjoy. Are you serious right now? Like, this hand is going? Okay, hang on. I gotta lock in for a little bit. I want to draw into something around the Dora talk because I'm never discarding that, right? Nah, two of characters not bringing the heat right now. What's my nut draw? 2 of circles. Because it's like, oh my god, this hand is actually nasty if we get 2 of circles, right? Riichi Pinfu. San Shokler, Riichi Pinfu, San Shokler, full outside hand. Ooh, okay, red 5. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. I don't love that, but it's okay. If I draw into a 1 at bamboo, I don't know. Oh, there goes the 8 of circles. Oh, I can't believe they're making me play this hand. Who's they? Big Mahjong, of course. I don't have to play this hand, but I also like this hand is doable. Oh no, no. My 1, 2, 3. But I don't want to deal. I don't want to give someone else 4 of characters. Like this person has 2 completed sets. This person has 2 completed sets. I still want to play a little bit safe. 2, 3, 4 San Shokler could also still exist. Like there's still some value to be squeezed from this, to be juiced from this hand. You gotta do nice things for yourself, you know? Sometimes you have to spend, and look, don't come to me for financial advice. That should be obvious, okay? Like this is a gacha game, you know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong, you can play for free and your experience is quite literally the same, but like, you know, this is not a financially sound channel. I want to make that clear. Sometimes you have to buy yourself a boba tea, even though that you know it's really overpriced and you know that you don't technically need it, but you need to give yourself things that make life worth living. That's genuinely, that might sound like a really obvious thing, but that's something that I've had to learn over the past, like, I don't know, decade. And I'm much less miserable if I give myself either little treats or like, hey, Yusong, schedule in, like you get to like guilt-free watch YouTube for 2 hours if you get all your work done or something. Like you get to schedule all that for yourself. You get to do that for yourself. It makes life a lot less stinky. And I don't mean to, I genuinely don't mean to preach, because like if someone had told this to me like 3 years ago, I'd be like, okay, poser. Okay. You know, I don't think I would have taken to it very, very kindly. But now I'm like, you know what? A boba tea once in a while. I think for a while, like when I first moved into this apata, I was really like spoiled. I didn't really know what to do. There were so many new boba shops around me, and I wasn't used to living near so many nice, like cool cafes and stuff that I kind of went a little wild. But now I've mellowed out. Now I've chilled out. It's like once a boba a week keeps the depression so meek, baby. Okay. I don't know why the channel's doing well, and it scares me. It scares me because I'm like, well, I don't want to turn everyone away. You know what I mean? I don't want to give anyone the ick. I don't want to say, oh, Yusong, I found you from the Stance collab. Oh, you seem really funny. And then what was that you just did with a rhyme right then? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? I'm aiming for this 789 San Shokler. Right, Lord with the Riichi. I'm not going to lie to you. Our hands lately have just not been fast enough. This might be a game where we enjoy second. I know, it hurts. And you know they're about to give me some good stuff, right? Hang on. I don't even know if I want to cut Red Dragon. But it is my dealer seat, so I guess I can be a little flirty with it. You know what I mean? I guess I could give a little eyebrow raise. That's me trying to flirt. God, I'm doomed. God, I'm doomed. Okay. I could still see this hand getting back into Tenpai, right? 7 of Bamboozlers could be our pair. We know that the 9 of characters and the 9 of Bamboo are safe. We did have to kiss goodbye to our Sanshoku. Holy frick. Am I ever chasing this Riichi? I mean, it's not bad. I see 0 copies of the Dora, which is scary. Okay. Well, all the 6s are gone, which means that nobody has a 5-6 in their hand. Left Lord is going to cheat because I think they see the exact same thing that I do. That's the last copy of the 6 of characters you're ever going to see. If I get into Tenpai here, do I go for it? Oh, it's so tricky. Right Lord cuts the Dora, and another Dora comes out. So 3 Dora are visible. 2 red 5s are visible. That ain't Falca. I don't think Right Lord has a good hand. Left Lord might have a pair of this. Lord, tell me how to say no to this. Can I just be real with you? The most disciplined fold of all time? I think one of the reasons that Left Lord might be cheating into the 5, 6, 7 is because they have a pair. God. I still think that this is okay. We can look back at this with Maka as well. South 1, white dragon non-fold or folding decision. We can look back at this. And Maka, you better not pull any weirdness on me, okay? You better not do like a oh, because you're a robot and you know what's in everyone's hand. Don't try to make yourself look good by saying, oh, of course you should have thrown the white dragon, okay? There's no place for ego in Riichi Mahjong. It's just about cold hard statistics. Statistics was my favorite class in... Nah, that's not true. Statistics was one of my favorite classes in high school. I probably talked about this before, but you just feel so smart. You know what I mean? It's like one of the first days... our AP statistics teacher, and he was like a really funny dude too, which I think helped. But he didn't show the photo of the plane with the bullet holes in it. That's a huge day, right? For anyone who's just a human being. The day that you learn about survivorship bias, you feel like you're the smartest person alive. It's an awesome feeling because you're just, oh yeah, that makes sense. Learn something new about the world. Hang on. Hand is good. Mom spaghetti. Yusong, that didn't even... It would make more sense if the hand was steady, Mom spaghetti. But this isn't any of that. But anyway, the point is this hand is good. I definitely want to pawn into green DZs. Shh. Oh, okay. Well, you know what we've learned recently in boating school? What we've learned recently in boating school is that you should respect all triplets a little bit more than... you have. Okay, you want to know what else is respectable? 7 pairs, red 5, single tile Yorkenet on the Kiefer Sutherland. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nasty with it? If I have to wait on the 5 of characters, I don't think I'm legally allowed to call Riichi. I hate that the 5 of characters was literally just thrown. I hate that. Now there's only 2 copies of it left, and it means that Left Lord's hand is good. Like if they're willing to throw a 5, that means their hand is at least a little gas, right? I believe in French it's called le petit gas. Sorry. Awesome reference to the Little Death, Yusong. Awesome. It's so good. So good. So good. It's awesome that you know exactly who you're playing towards, which is musical theater knowing indie roguelike gamers that have studied abroad a little or know a little bit of French. But you know, it was a graph where the x-axis was like number of TVs per capita, and like the y-axis was like number of pineapples per capita. And does that mean like the more TVs you have, the more pineapples will grow? No, causation does not equal correlation. And you're like, oh my god, I'm the smartest human being alive. Oh my god, I'm so smart. That was cool. That was genuinely cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to fold this one, folks. 7 pairs, red 5. If I Riichi, it's a guaranteed Mongon. But if I deal in, it's so bad. But if I deal into a Mongon, it's still probably okay. Like, we can still probably come back into this game. But no one's going to cut 5 of characters. It's like, it's really unlikely that a crosser, number 1 draws into 5 of characters, and number 2 throws the 5 of characters. At least this is safe. Like I'm not going to say no to Tenpai, but like, please do not get attached to this hand. 9 of characters might get thrown. Or green DZs might get thrown somewhere in this fricked up, on this fricked up journey that we're taking. 1 of circles, probably okay. I think it's worth risking a terminal tile to stay in Tenpai for a pretty decent hand. I mean, this hand is only 6,400 points, right? Like it's 7 pairs, red 5. Yeah, it's 4 Han. Oof. I can't do that. I genuinely can't do that. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I know they're not waiting with a 3-4 in their hand, but I simply can't get down with that. I genuinely can't get down with that. Should have kept the red dragon as a safe tile for later and cut the green dragon first. That's genuinely on me. Could pawn here. A little bit of pawn, never hurt nobody. A lot of double negatives there. I would rather just the 2 safe tiles. Or the 1 safe tile. The 1 piece. The 1 safe tile is real. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, okay. South 2 everything decision. South 2 everything decision. This is a tricky spot, though. Yusong is my second week playing Riichi Mahjong. I'm so mad at you for folding. I hear you. I'm not like this might have been a bad fold. Me at the clothing factory having a really bad day at work. This might have been a bad fold. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai, and I'm willing to do some freaky stuff to get into Tenpai, right? 7 of bamboozlers is not, I'm not willing to risk this though. Hang on, how many 6s are thrown? 3 of them. If the last copy of the 6 of bamboo gets thrown, I'll cut this. Oh no, oh no. Were they waiting on 4-7? They were waiting on 4-7. That's why I was waiting on the last copy of it. And they had 1 door in their hand. A little bit unfortunate for us. We might have to enjoy 3rd, but also our lot in life as 3rd place is not guaranteed. We still have to remain a little frosty on this one. Okay. Southwind or Westwind goes extremely hard. White Dragon now goes extremely hard too. My favorite class was, I mean, I feel like a lot of like, you know, oh, come on, dude. Well, now the Westwind, it is our seat win, but it's never going to become a triplet. So this is just bad now. Oh, man, that stinks. Okay. I feel like everyone had a good English teacher, you know? Well, I don't know. I don't want to say like everyone had a good English teacher, but I feel like most people, I feel like if you were to ask most people, who is your most influential teacher in like grade school? And this is like from a, I guess, an American perspective. I think a lot of people would say English teachers. I feel like English teachers just like tend to care or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm injecting my own biases into it because I'm English major pilled. That's, of course, absolutely. That could be a reason. I don't want to throw the pair just yet because we could get into another devious 7-pair situation. And this is, the value is absent from this hand, but I don't want to, oof. No, I'm not rocking with a 1-2 shape. That's so bad. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. They're not good, but they are shapes after all. You can tell with the disdain that I'm saying for the word shapes. My geometry teacher was good too. I don't mean to throw shade on anyone. Yusong, you're not in grade school anymore. You don't have to keep brown nosing to everyone. Okay, okay. But just a quick reminder. Have you remembered to assign homework today? I feel like, because I mean, this is maybe a little too personal, but like, I was really angsty in grade school. That's why we have the gasp sound effect for extremely sarcastic moments just like this, okay? This is exactly why we have the gasp sound effect. I don't think I'm playing this hand normally. I think this hand is just a 7 pairs Marty. And that stinks, don't get me wrong. If I get to wait on the 8 of circles, so if I draw into a 7 of circles or a 9 of bamboo, I'll call Riichi. We have a pretty early Suji trap set. That feels good. If not, I'm not sure if I call Riichi. Like, well, we see 3 8s, so like I guess other people aren't likely to have. Hang on. Oh, that's devious, right? Or do I wait on the 8? I feel like I wait on the 8 of circles. No, I wait on the terminal. I'm not sure what I do here. But someone might genuinely throw 9 of bamboo right now. And if not, then we get to throw the 9 of bamboo. And we get to wait on something else. Yeah, I'm in for a 10. Awesome. Really funny. Really awesomely funny. Just like supremely funny, Riichi Mahjong. Like honestly, one of the funniest things that's maybe ever happened. Okay, that's not a safe tile at all, so Right Lord's still going for it or something. They cut a one of characters after they called Riichi, so that should be fine. I now have 2 safe tiles in the 8 of. I mean, we've had safe tiles at the wazoo. What do we want to have happen here? I have no idea. If Left Lord deals into someone, that's good. And Right Lord is not rolling over and dying, so like that is the Dora tile. Yeah, I can't throw either of these, dude, because people are gonna want to keep their 4s and 5s specifically to accept the 6. So it's those tiles are extremely spicy to throw. I could have cheated there, right? I don't think cheating there is necessarily a terrible idea. Maybe cheating there was right to try to get into Tempai, but then we still have to pawn something to get into Tempai, and I hate that. 2 of characters is safe. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say I think Right Lord has something. So I don't wanna mess with them, and I don't want to mess with the person that's in Riichi right now. So I'm gonna lay this hand down. Yusong, sometimes folding is correct. I don't even have anything quippy to say about this, okay? Sometimes you just gotta lay a hand down and be strong and believe in yourself that in South 4, Left Lord is not gonna have a million dealer repeats and that you can win a 1-Han Andy after all this time. Left Lord waiting on the 6 and the 9 of characters. We're never cutting the Dora, right? And Right Lord, they were waiting on the 4 and the 6 of characters, I think. I'm not sure. It looks like they had a double pair wait. All right. All we need to do is win a 1-Han hand. Oh, no. No. I'm going to throw the Dora. Oh, but if I get another Dora, I can maybe Riichi Pinfu Dora. And then Black Eyed Peas voice, circle, circle, dot, dot. And then maybe we can get a Mongon and get second, but that's so unlikely. That's so unlikely, and it seems bad. But if I cut this and someone presses pawn, isn't that the worst day of my life? Just kidding. Left Lord through it. Okay, gaming. In high school, I was really, really angsty. And so, like, I would... This is how you know I did not experience, like, a first kiss until later in life. But, like, I would blog a lot. And I don't know what compelled me to do this. I hope it wasn't cringe, but I don't think it was. Like, I just shared, like, I shared, like, my personal writing with my English teacher. And I remember, like, the personal writing was a lot of just Yusong being angry about, okay, hang on. I think I just fold, right? If our crossword is going to win, which I think they are very well likely to do. I mean, I don't want to deal into a 3-Han hand, but this is just prevalent wind red dragon, so it doesn't seem that bad. They don't have any Dora. They could have some red 5s, but I see one of the red 5s. I could also go Tanya, right? Oppa Tanya style, right? That's not that bad. 8 of characters recently discarded. Please pass. I don't know. This is... Please be okay. 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 A lot of the blogging was like, why am I single? And it's like, well, maybe personality, Yusong. I don't know. I minus 11. We'll take that. Buy yourself something nice. Like, that's so okay. Kiss the ground. Honestly, a little bit of a stinker that, like, we were in the lead for so long in East 1 that we couldn't parlay that into a, not to borrow sports gambling language, geez Louise, that we couldn't, you know, transition that into a huge dub. Oh, highest grade. Oh, you forgot to assign homework today, Maka. You're the best geometry teacher that anyone could ever ask for. But it was nice because then to have your English teacher believe in you, and to be like, hey, you're a good writer. Like, keep doing it. I think that really motivated me to be like, oh, hey, Yusong, just like you know, trying to be a little creative bozo. That's not necessarily like the worst idea in the world. And then you enter the job market, and then you're like, uh-oh. But you know, I don't know. It's still right for the human soul. Hang on, they wanted me to Riichi this, cause why the frick not, right? Riichi Pinfu red 5 in the dealer seat. Really? You don't care about this? I guess so. I mean, it is a safe tile, right? It is a safe tile. The Westwind, at least. Okay, so what do we do? Maybe the dealer seat is worth. Someone remind me in the Discord to schedule a stream where we just read through all of our past documents and stuff, because I feel like I need a refresher on a lot of this. Again, this is available on the Patreon in full if you ever want the whole PDF. Hey, hey, real talk. If you're in the dealer seat and you can call Riichi. If you're in the dealer seat and you can call Riichi, you don't be intimidated by the Mongons of other players. It's bad no matter what. If you deal in, it's 8,000, but if they sumo, it's 4,000. So it's like you know, you're screwed either way. You might as well go down swinging, because this is a big discrepancy between Riichi and not Riichi. And they still wanted me to Riichi on the second one, and then we ronned. But like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if that 4 of characters comes out. Like, if we don't call the if we call the Riichi, I think they cut Eastwind followed by Eastwind here. Although I don't know. I think they cut 2 of Bamboo followed by 2 of Bamboo. It's Tsuji to both me and Right Lord. And this is a weird cut, right? Yeah, I think that this, in this situation, you have Seat Wind and Prevalent Wind, but nothing. This is probably a fold. I know we have a 2 on hand, but we could have called Riichi, and Riichi Pinfu red 5 300 in the dealer seat is way more valuable than what Right Lord was cooking. South 1, there was a white dragon moment that people are going to be upset by. Yeah. Okay. So I am huge. Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of me absolutely picking the right tile to fold with. Because this hand, albeit kind of okay, is not that good. Is red 5 nothing? I know we're kind of close to tempo, but like it's not worth going for here. At least I don't think so. 4 of circles being pog. 5 of bamboo. You even wanted me to go even safer and throw another 2 of characters. That's how much you don't care about tempo. We played like a monster. South 2 everything decision. This hand was bad. This hand. I mean, we're still playing it fairly well, but like, okay, you wanted me to throw this 31 to 23. Okay, fair. We can agree to disagree. Gaming. In no world do we. So a crossroad at this point calls Riichi. We're in Tenpai now for 7 pairs. In no world do they want us to call Riichi. And we did the absolute correct thing. I folded here, but you wanted me to stay in Tenpai. Because I guess they're not waiting with a 3-4. And they might not be waiting with a 6-7. But I was folding here. Okay, so I maybe shouldn't have folded this. But this is just a 6,400 point hand. But this is pretty overwhelming, right? 54 to 24. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. I genuinely don't know. This is a freaky one for sure. They don't have a double pair weight. They're not waiting with a 3-4. The only thing that they could be waiting with is a 6-7 or a 4-6. And I don't respect the 4-6 either. It's always the 6-7. Okay. More gaming. Oh man. And then the rest of this hand was kind of bad. We still play this like an S+, so it's not like we played that poorly. We stayed in the dealer seat for a while, but oh, look at this. We run, and then we were in Tenpai, and then we were in Tenpai, and then someone else just sumoed a freaking Hanema while we were in the dealer seat. That really stinks. That was how our dealer seat ended? Oh my god. So this little lead, it's not even that much of a lead, but it immediately evaporates into thin air. Yeah, that's a bit of a stinker. Had we not been in the dealer seat, maybe we would, without that penalty, maybe we could have turned this game around, at least played a little bit more aggressively for second. We're so lucky that in that last round, we didn't deal into something horrific, and instead it was just a one-hunt Andy. But, we based that off of 2 Dora being discarded, so it wasn't necessarily just like an ignorant play. Long video. Folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like the song or if you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. Helps out me and the channel such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Sincerely, thank you for all your support on Patreon. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I just referenced Ellen's Be Kind, which is not, now I know that's not a thing that you should never give me a talk show. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Peace.